I always do that too. I'm like, start singing the song.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Or you too, whichever it is.
I know. Um, Happy Monday, Furday Monday.
April, first Monday in April.
First Monday in April. We are April 3rd, aren't we?
Yep.
And
It's no April Fool. We're here.
but welcome. And if again, this is all about your fur babies and any questions or concerns or just questions in general in regards to
Animals and
animals.
nature. I would
Animals
say
and nature.
nature. We can open it up to nature
Yeah.
spirits or plants or
Yes.
anything like that. But, and not just your pets, animals in general, whatever.
Yep.
We're all about it.
Yeah. And so, but we always like to start our show off with reading in regards to something. Now, I just got notified that we went live, so we should have some people popping in soon. Hello, everyone. Hi, KK. Hi, Peaceful, Easy. Hi, Gina. Hugging you.
Hey, Gina, how are you feeling? I just wonder if you're feeling better. She's had a little bout.
Oh, yes. Let us know how you're feeling. Teresa, Polly. So, welcome. And so, in thinking in regards to
my hands are go ahead.
In regards to what to read on, I mean our initial thing to read on, like something global or whatever, spiritual, in regards to our animal family, or like you said, earth spirit family. Anybody have any ideas of what they'd like us to read on? Hi, Denise in Mount Shasta.
Ooh, Mount Shasta.
Hi, Carrie. Sabrina.
Riff Raff Ray's out there planting all the veggies. Love it.
Oh, good. This is the right time, I guess, in some areas. Hi, Lisa. Sabrina wanted to let us know that her new fur baby is doing great. Awesome. We like to hear that. Yeah, Carrie says it's too cold yet in Connecticut. Our water isn't even turned back on yet outside.
No, I
don't know how they turn off the water
because the temperature just keeps dropping way down. So
yeah, it goes.
I planted some grass seed, but that's all I've done so far. I spread seed everywhere. Hopefully it won't freeze, and the birds don't eat it.
Hi, Prince Charming's mom and Riff Raff Ray. So
I thought ahead of time, tried to come up, see if anything came to mind, to start, and nothing did, except maybe just choosing an animal at random or something, unless somebody else can think of something.
Yeah, Lisa says gorgeous day in Kentucky.
Yep, it's supposed to get really warm today, Lisa.
Okay, I'm starting all the questions. Thanks for that, guys.
Yep.
And okay, the Easter Bunny it is.
Oh yeah, somebody asked that anyway as another.
Yeah, so that's already come in. So that's two votes for the Easter Bunny. Mark, have you experienced? Oh, okay, I'm going to put this in because ketamine is what killed me.
Yep. Riff Raff Ray has been planting her veggies in a wagon bed. Isn't that cool? Like up off the ground. That's why she's able.
That's a great idea.
Plant a little early.
Oh, you can plant early. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Good idea. I just wish I lived next to T-Barb. She has the best gardens, and the tomatoes are to die for. Her tomatoes.
I know. It is so fun to grow something and have it
really produce and do something.
Yeah, it's a lovely, wonderful experience.
I love the whole idea.
Yeah. But, I get joy.
I'm not great at it.
I did this week with some weeding and trying to clean out a fence row. But I even like that a little. I don't know. It's like, of course, I've never used poisons or anything.
Right.
So I just pull the weeds.
Right. It's all about.
And I don't know. It's something that's nurturing about that or something. I don't
It
know.
is. And when I get out there and do it, I
It's
I do
exhausting. It's hard work. There is that to it,
I
and
do the heavy lifting here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel better for doing it.
Riff Raff Ray says, yeah, my garden's definitely the best. And, I have all this great intention, but I know that it's not one of my natural gifts. And so it's
Yep.
best if someone else does the gardening.
Right.
And I'll help them every once in a while. And I'm good at that. But I do all the heavy gardening. I do all the mowing and all that stuff here. And
right.
But
the growing part's the fun part. You do all the hard part.
I know I do all the hard part.
I love to plant flower seeds or something like that, and then I'm so thrilled watching them grow.
Oh, I know, and that would be cool. But I guess I just haven't put positive energy into it or something, because it just I don't have a green thumb.
Don't. Well, I don't. My partner had a super green thumb, and he could grow anything. So I kind of picked up a lot of that from him.
Oh, good.
He was super into the plants when I was animal boy. He was plant boy. And so he could grow anything. Like we used to have house plants all over, but I'm not that good at it. But I still like to mess around a little. I don't do a lot. And I always set out because I'll go, well, I'm going to go out, and even if I just pull weeds for 5 minutes, that's good. But then I end up doing it longer. But sometimes to start it, I have to say, well, I'll just do a little.
Well, and what a beautiful space to spend time with your partner who can be with you in spirit there.
Right.
Yeah. I'm sure you must.
And Buttercup insists that I play ball with her the whole time too.
Oh, okay. But I mean, you must feel his presence with you when you're.
Well, there's a calm that comes over me.
Yeah.
Sort of like I don't have worries of the world or something.
There you go, because he's helping share that with you in those moments.
Personally, I need a pooper scooper.
Okay, so we have 5 people asking for the same question, and we will do that question, you guys, in regards to the whales and our evolution. We will do that. I have starred all of them, and we will definitely do that. Okay. So
girls are here today, as always, for the pet readings. Alaska's in her chair, sound asleep.
Okay, Alaska. Hi, baby girl.
She's pulled all the blankets down into a wad, so there she is, happy.
Here, let's see her. We'll see her. There she is. Oh, precious.
Kelsey says I'm snoozed.
I'm snoozing. I'm a snoozing.
Butter smashed between. I always have to sit on the edge of the seat. It helps my posture because I'm like, don't fall on the floor in front of everybody.
All right.
Okay.
So let's dive into the energy of the Easter Bunny.
Here comes Peter Cottontail.
Yeah, and I don't know any history or where this even. I don't know any of the stories in regards to this, but. Let's dive. This is very cold reading for me, so let's dive in here. See the energy behind the Easter Bunny. Well, I do see that there is what they're showing me with this is literally waves of this like a magical string. So it really takes me to the elementals or earth energy here. So so part of this earth energy, and as we have over hundreds of years put into our energy into this the Easter Bunny energy. It literally has created this energy that comes out in regards to that, and and it's almost like it comes from the elementals, so that so that
Yeah.
yeah, so they so those who step in and kind of believe, or that kind of thing, that magic comes up. I just want to, it's like this flowing like string of like magic energy that kind of flows across. So those who step into it, they bring that extra magic in there.
Right.
So Sissy says Easter Bunny is a pagan ritual to sell merchandise. That could be that other part, but this other part that I'm talking about is literally those who really step into the belief and have put their energy in it over hundreds of years, or 100 years. I don't know how long they've been doing it, but and have created literally with that power of thought and belief, created this energy of magic. And so they step into it, and it's more about something that moves your energy. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna get my little bunny deck out, throw some cards on it too.
Well, what I'm hearing in my head is that it does come from a more pagan ritual, or that's where it originated.
Oh, okay.
Religion comes in
Mm-hmm.
and tries to turn everything into Christian or whatever. But most of our Christian holidays were actually pagan holidays to begin with.
Okay.
And so this was more related to the celebration of spring equinox, kind of became Easter. And it's about, church turned it into resurrection, but it's about new life, resurrection, coming again, the spring bringing forth new life again.
Mm-hmm.
Eggs were sort of this representing life. And then also bunnies are thought of as extra fertile and extra produce. They
Right.
have,
So yeah,
have
they're fertile.
babies
Mm-hmm.
all the time. And so that was also like a fertility kind of, here they all come. But it's like, I feel like it was about spring energy. And then there's just different places kind of put different, like, I'm not exactly sure where the rabbits came from, but that seems more like European, or where that began to become a thing, so it was an older thing. Anyway, I just keep getting, it was actually a ritual about spring,
Okay.
and the joys of spring. I do get this great 4 of fire, or 4 of clubs, not clubs, clubs. And that's that joyful, it's got flowers on the top. They got a big basket of fresh fruits. So again, it's about bringing in that new energy. But then when Debbie was talking, I also pulled the magician. So it's that magical wave that comes through, and it's a magical creative wave. Pan the past week or so has been doing those manifestation things and tuning into that wave of spring. And so it's about this new energy coming through like magic. And if you touch into it, you can create what you want. It's a perfect time
Exactly.
to start new visions, new creations. That's what I'm hearing.
Yep. Yep. And tapping into that spring feeling and rebirth of all life. I like that, Sissy. But also there's many aspects to this time of year, and where I was focusing in was specifically on the Easter Bunny energy.
Right.
So I understand that there's all different other aspects to Easter, to this time of spring, and that kind of thing. What they showed me was literally this: as you put as all this energy goes in, and people's thoughts are energy, and they've placed it into the Easter bunny, no matter where it came from or whatever, over time has created this wave of magic that the earth elementals have assisted in. And that's I just want to make that clear for those who may have misunderstood what I was saying.
No, I get that. It's a lot
I
like
do that.
it's
It's a lot like that.
belief that takes on a life of its own because of belief.
Exactly. And so I threw some cards, and here you go.
Yeah.
You have this hope and this desire. Put it in there, and you have those two little bunnies, and creating. You can see them out there. There you go. You have this way too. Yeah.
That mine has raccoons, but it's the same exact card. Like I was saying,
community celebration coming together. They put that hope in there, and so it creates this new balance and brings new life from death. Look at that. So you have the justice, the death card, and the lovers coming in there. So very spiritual, and but bringing in deeper into the consciousness of love.
I love that. And you know how Spirits and Eyes works with me and you. You'll go one direction and I'll go the other.
Exactly.
But it's on I don't think it's on purpose. It's
me too.
I don't need to repeat what you just said. I always agree exactly. And then it's like, but then I want to. So I love that.
It's kind of like the rest of the story, and the rest of the story, right? When we do that, for sure.
I do hear Rabbit, though, speaking up here saying that although they enjoy being a representative from nature and being the kind of the picture of Easter, bunny, but it sort of backfired in that then a lot of people want to bring them in their homes, and it doesn't fare well.
Right.
That part of it's sort of a backfire, because then it would work if people brought them in and they decided they were going to keep them no matter what, but they ended up not keeping them.
Yeah, a lot.
That great in the house. They like to chew everything. And you have to, really, it's a challenge.
It is a challenge. I mean, they have this idea of
and they're so cute. There's nothing cuter than a baby bunny. Got to tell you that.
They're just so cute.
Have you ever seen a wild baby bunny? A little round, little.
They're like, I have pictures. We had these three babies that were abandoned. They were
I love that, but just have to have that little word of caution of don't let Easter be a reason.
Right. But you can see, that makes sense. We had a
chocolate bunnies are fine. Yeah, you can have as many of those as you want.
Eat those chocolate bunnies. But my mom had a lop-eared bunny.
Oh, I love those.
And she was just she didn't have a cage. She just lived in the house like a normal, and had her like a cat, had her little place, and but she did not like me, 100%.
They can be pretty.
She was very territorial of my mom
and mean if they want to be.
And she didn't want me to be anywhere near my mom. Yeah, she wanted to be the only one and only in my mom's life, right? So
they were literally just chase you, bunny rabbit.
She chased me. She barked at me, and if I left my door open, she would run it. She would jet there, jump on my waterbed, and pee. Yeah.
Because they seem like the sweetest, gentlest things in the world, but when they get that way, which I've seen them be that way, it's like, oh my God, it's the bunny from hell.
Oh, she would turn into the devil, but if it was my mom, she just I
love her.
She did not. Yeah, she just didn't want me to be near. She was jealous. My mom said, "Oh, she's just jealous."
Yeah. Meanwhile, Debbie's standing up on a chair. Ah! Oh God.
And my mom would go away and I'd have to take care of her by myself, right?
Was she nicer then when mom wasn't there?
A little bit. She was a little bit more tolerant. but I literally had to keep my door shut. And if my door was ever left open, I had to, luckily it was a waterbed, so you just were able to wipe it off. But that girl, man.
Oh, I love it.
And then one time when they went on vacation, she passed. She re-entered into the, she transitioned over, re-entered into the spiritual. And so it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be put on trial here.
Yeah.
Thinking I did something.
Little Bonnie. And plus, lop-ears are so cute. They're usually bigger.
She was big. Yeah, she got big.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not huge like some of them, but she could hold her own, and literally was scary to me.
Right. Okay. Bunnies.
Okay, so I want to tell, we have a question back here. Candace, I never saw your question, and I can see all your, Candace Brown, I can see all your questions about your question, but I don't see the actual question. I hate when that happens and it makes no sense.
I don't know either why it happens even. I love the way it just picks on one person and then.
I know, it's the weirdest thing. So Candace, try again in regards to Lucy. And we will move into the other questions, but that was fun to check in on the Easter Bunny energy.
Yeah, and I got, this card keeps jumping out, and this is the third time when I'm just sitting here with it.
Oh, I got that one too.
And it's reminding me to say, Pam wants to say, this season, speaking of Easter Bunny and Easter and spring, tons of inspiration coming through. All these inspiration, but it's a great time to latch on to a new idea, it's again that it's prime time to manifest something new in your life, and inspiration coming through for you to do it. So I almost said it before and then I didn't, and then it goes, here's this card again. I go, okay.
My cat's okay. Oh, here I am, like waiting for you to put a question.
Your time, your turn.
Okay, it's my turn, guys. All right, so many of you already know this. If you put a question in, we ask that you stay. So we're not sitting here, are you here? Are you here? Are you here? And we like you to be part of the reading. So we want you to be able to talk back. So peaceful, easy feeling. Are you here? Just because I didn't give the, I didn't give the talk before we started. Yes, you are here. Thank you. So there it is, Candace. Got your question. So peaceful, easy feeling. Captive orca Lolita set for release into home waters after 50 years at Miami Seaquarium. She's coming home to the Pacific Northwest. How is she doing? Is she aware she's going to be moved? Lolita.
Well, I hear it. I didn't look at cards. Just what I'm hearing is it sounds better than it will turn out to be. Like, it sounds like a great idea, but I'm not so sure it's going to be a result that they're hoping for. That's just, it doesn't sound very positive. I know. So I feel like it's going to be a shock to her system. She's not really going to know what's going on. She's going to feel alone because she's bonded to the sequarium.
I'm just, I'm
And 50
one,
years of bonding. So
yeah.
she's more bonded to some humans there. She has some
Mhm.
humans that are her friends and she knows and is related to. She also has some other sea life that she. So this is going to be really lonesome, not knowing what to do. I can see her crying, vocalizing.
Mhm.
So it would depend on if others in the sea would come, because she's going to be looking for a family of sorts. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, you guys 100%. I got the same thing. And I was just like, how do I tell the family this?
Yeah, that's not good.
She should, what I'm being shown is like her family and her pod is long lost. Like it's already like, so her connection to any tribe or however you want to say it is gone. And so she's going to have to readapt. And it is, I don't, I'm not sure this was the best choice. And I'm questioning the people's reasoning. I understand that she's been in a small pool, but by now that's what she knows. And
Right.
she has family there, like you said. She's connected there. She doesn't know the ocean anymore. It's almost like
Too much.
it'll be too big and too much. So hopefully they have a plan in place that they will follow her for a long time, because it's not going to be what they kind of in their mind hope for. I'm not sure. Um,
Yep.
yeah.
I don't think she's going to be great at eating. And not because she doesn't know how. She's going to be depressed a little bit. That's what I'm feeling. And then I just drew one card, which is the Tower.
Yeah. This is a tower.
So I just, I know it's good intention, but people don't think about the emotional, because all the time I worked at the zoo, people were constantly
Oh,
to free all the animals,
oh my.
and I'm going, sounds good. Number one, there's no place to put them. Number two, the wild is just a crap hole at this point. It's not very conducive to life. And there's all these things that you need to fix before you put this animal. Go fix the wild. Don't release animals that have been
Yeah.
living in captivity for years and years and
Yeah.
years and years, because they've already bonded.
Yeah.
That's their life, guys. And and I feel the same with this whale. So
Yeah.
see, maybe I'd love to be proved wrong.
I hope so too. But I did get the
You
tower.
got the tower too.
Yeah. So I'm so we need to send her love and energy. I just read a disturbing comment in regards to it. Lolita is being laid off, not retired. Like it's like and I
What's
looked
that mean?
over into that energy to check on that,
Mm-hmm.
and they're washing their hands, and so they feel like, oh well, look, we're putting her back into the wild, and this is good. Well, they're just washing her hands.
No.
This is yeah, they and Ms. May, I feel like, in regards to all this, I'm not the smartest one on the shelf here. And these people are experts. You would think they would know this, although I am tapping into my spirit team is telling me this.
Yeah.
But that makes sense. That makes common sense to me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but most of the time, and this is something I found time I was at the zoo, nobody really thought like me. Or a few understood what I was about and understood the importance of emotional well-being.
Mm-hmm.
Most administrators like that don't have a care. It ends up being about money and stuff like that. That's where their decisions kind of come from a lot of the time. I'm not saying everybody, but there's still this lack of spiritual awareness when it comes to animals and nature and all that.
Yep.
And people get really in there. We're going to save them. We're going to do it. But that goes off. I mean, it happened a lot, at my zoo, and with the little elephant that I took care of him when he was a baby and lived there the whole time I was there.
Yeah.
And he's a big, beautiful male. And we built a multi-million-dollar exhibit just for him with waterfalls, swimming holes, tons of space to walk. And people just complain, just release him, release him. And it was crazy. His whole entire life, he lived.
They don't understand. I understand it. Yeah, they don't understand.
And the reason we even had him in the first place is because he was being abused in Asia as a baby. He was tied to a stick because his mother had been murdered. So that's what happened to him when he was in the wild to begin with.
Right. He was rescued. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's a tough
more to think about than just, and I'm all about helping. You know me, I'm all about it. But sometimes you got to just maybe listen to the person. That used to be the irritating thing like that, like PETA and stuff. They didn't want to really hear from the person who's with the animal day and night, week after week, month after month. You know, I might have some little insight.
Right.
Because I'm with them all of the time, you know, and they're not killing me. So I must have a pretty good relationship with this big bull elephant, you know, or whatever. So, you know.
Right. So I just, in regards to Lolita, I encourage you, put her name on a sticky, put her on your refrigerator so you remember to send her prayers, love, and light, and keep her in keep her in that energy of love and light. Send it to her. We want to keep her in her. Keep sending her that energy, love. Okay.
That's right, Lisa Foster.
All right. So we have Ellen, we have Sissy, we have Carol, we have Denise, we have Blue and Janie and All in One and Candace. Okay, we have lots of people here in line. Okay.
Yeah, Blue. Most of the animals these days in zoos are actually born in zoos. They hardly any of them are brought in from the wild. It's very rare, unless there's only a few left and they're trying to save them. But these days, most animals in the zoo are born in the zoo.
Right. And that's what they know.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And so use that energy. If you feel disturbed because you're like, oh, this animal is in this small area, and put that into your just awareness, and then utilize that energy to give to the wildlife protection program that's out in the wild.
And keep pushing for bigger places, more lovely places to live, because as I've said always, they're ambassadors from their species, trying to save themselves. Treat them like ambassadors. They've come into the zoos on purpose. It's their soul's choice, because they're hoping to teach humans their true value and the reason to get up. They feel like if you're closer to us, you might see who we really are. And that's really, I believe that with all my heart and soul. So then just, then you can make their homes better, bigger pool. Yeah, that's all great.
Yeah. And like, support those who are fighting the poaching and the and that kind of thing out in the wild.
Right.
The ones in the zoos are teaching us, oh, look at us. And you're like, oh, and then you're like, okay, how can I help this species the best I can? And then go to those areas. But I don't think it's a good idea to want to take all the animals in the zoo and try to put them back in the wild.
They don't know how to do it. They don't have any skills. They don't.
It's like taking Luna and going, okay, you're free. Do your thing. She'd be like,
hope you're able to catch food.
She'd be knocking at the door. She'd be like, I'm back, 2 seconds later.
It's really not that much different, guys. If setting your dog free or setting the jaguar at the zoo free, it's about the same thing,
Go do
and
your
my jaguars, they treated me like I was their person. They treated me just like the way my house cats do. So it's no different if I would just let them go. Okay, bye-bye. Hope you Just because I've been eating you your whole life, I hope you know how to find food.
Yeah, you got this.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, Ellen. My dog Buddy passed a year ago, as well as my cat Maxwell. Do they visit me? Oh, I'm so sorry you lost Ellen and two babies. Okay. Buddy and Maxwell.
I feel like just right off the bat, Maxwell loved Buddy, I'm gonna say, or they were like pals, or I kind of get this picture of little Maxwell sort of following Buddy around, or
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
a little bit more interactive with Buddy, maybe.
I wonder what they look like. Ellen, can you describe them? I'm looking at a pair here. There's still a pair on the other side. Interesting.
Yeah. So little Maxwell's saying we were family members, and I got
They were part of the pride.
together, all in the pride, and I felt like they treated each other like siblings.
Thank you, Bonafide. All right, I got you. Thank you for letting us know. Very appreciated. Love you. Okay, Max was white. That's so funny. That's what and Buddy was a Jack Russell. How cute is that?
Buddy was a Jack Russell. Mm-hmm.
I do sense, however, Ellen, there's more than just those two on the other kind of as a unit on the other side. So I do see other energies there too that were are part of your pride or tribe or but yeah, those two. Buddy is showing me I don't know why he's showing me this, but he's showing me like coming in with and mud on his little feet, tracking the mud in. I don't know if that's just a symbol for something in regards to he left a footprint, or if he literally, because they do that to me sometimes where it's more of an energy feel to it. But I feel also every once in a while, I feel like if you think, did I just hear a clicking on the floor? You did. That's him. Because he keeps showing me yes, I had greyhounds at one point. Okay, so that makes sense. The other one's coming in here.
Yeah, I had to help him on.
Okay, I'm gonna throw cards. See if they have any more, but
well, Buddy's kind of the leader, I feel like, and he felt he was, I'm gonna say he's kind of the boss a little bit, even of Maxwell, but he didn't intimidate me. I just feel like Maxwell was right there all the time. Whatever, I'm your buddy. And even though sometimes Buddy might think, that's embarrassing, this cat is always bugging me or something. I kind of see that a little bit, that they hung out and played together and stuff. Maybe they didn't, but I sure do.
I do see their little moments, but yeah, that's cute. Maxwell,
and sometimes Buddy might get on Buddy's nerves a little bit. Like, why is Maxwell always here or something? So he tried to boss him, but I don't think Maxwell listened that good. They went close together, though, I think, on purpose. Like, because they were kind of a little team.
Okay. Too cute, these two. Um, Ellen, I just, to have both those energies gone really close together, I can't even imagine. It just, they went very close together. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like it was joining them. The second one joined the first one, sort of.
Yeah.
I shuffled cards again, and again, this card came up. I even changed decks. So then it came up in the other deck, family, all in the pride, dogs and cats together. So there was something, they were very close. Oh, I think that she means they passed very close together.
Yeah.
There's something about that they learned from each other, like dog energy and cat energy, and they like kind of went back and forth with it. And I imagine it probably their behavior made you laugh and you enjoyed them together. There's something togetherness about them. And I do think they left together because they were so bonded. Who do you have there now? Do you have a cat or a dog now? I feel like there's somebody there. Go ahead, Debbie.
I have, I chose one from the cat, and one from the dog deck. And so you have these two energy, like he was more like what you're describing, Mark, that
Yeah, the boss.
the more of the boss and, guide and, more attentive like that. And then you have curiosity with the cat, and that
Horny.
energy coming in. But also, yeah, that friendship coming in. And I love that. But that just kind of goes with all part of the family card that you got, I feel. But they loved you. They love you. And, if you haven't sensed them around or heard them around, you will, because they do visit. No other pets.
Yeah, I see that. That's
Just
what I was
visit
hearing.
other family member animals. Don't want the heartache. Yeah, Ellen, I can't even. I definitely tapped into that. It's just.
And they were telling me you were feeling that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this, they don't like you feeling that way, and they don't
Mm-hmm.
like that. So I get this, and I was asking, what does this mean? Then you said that, so now I know. Flexibility, stretch your limits. Um, oh, look, there was another card behind it. Improvisation, just make it up. But this is like move past that grief and allow this energy, this pet energy, whatever it is, to come back into your house if you would. I just feel like they want you to move past their leaving. Uh, they would like pet energy or even one of them to take their place back at the table.
Oh, look at that.
They
Yeah.
don't really like
They
being
want
there,
back at the table.
yeah, by yourself. And they're going to like just stick to that. I could say, well, she's okay without any, and they're going to go, no, she's not. So they're going to they're pushing for that you don't stay alone without pets forever because of your love for them. And
Mm-hmm.
to remember, I think this is why improvisation, just make it up. You can believe them back into your life or
Mm-hmm.
imagine them or bring them back, pray them back, however you like to talk about it. They can kind of dance right back in there, either one or both. So I feel like they're conniving and planning kind of
Conniving and planning.
on the other side. And maybe that's why you're not sensing them so much because they're sort of got a plan. But we'll see about that. They're still working together though.
Yeah, they can, and I don't often see this, but they came in right together when
Yeah,
I looked over.
kind of stuck as a duo, but they learn from each other, I think. You know, and plus, just having a cat that can put up with the Jack Russell, that's a pretty chill cat. Because you know how Jack Russells, I don't know if you know, but they can be pretty high strung, pretty lots of it, lots
Lots
of
of
it.
energy. I do
Smart.
know that they can jump really high, right?
Yeah,
So they can get out of anything.
yeah, they're quite.
That's the one thing I know, because when I was looking for my beautiful girl, um, I thought, I always wanted my golden, and I was waiting for her to show up. But I saw the little Jack Russells too, but I couldn't do the jumping over the fence. I read they jump over fences, and I thought that's.
No, they're little pips, little dogs, but they can jump very high.
But I don't know if I could do that.
They have so much excitable energy. I had a friend once that had 3 of them, and boy, was that ever a lot of energy. So just one final card, secrets. Let the cat out of the bag. So
Well,
that's,
Ellen, blessings to you.
yeah.
Let that cat.
Okay.
You know what you need to do. All right. Only when you're ready, Ellen. But
I lost their cat on April 1st.
okay. Sissy, hello. Let us, and let us know you're still here. But Prince Moses of McCurtain, I love this name, is a rescue dog I adopted. He is an Aussie Shepherd. Beautiful. Oh, an Aussie Shepherd Pit Bull Terrier mix. Wow. Born February 1st, 2022. He is a good dog, but he is ugly. Oh,
Towards Lord Baron.
he is ugly towards Lord Baron during meals. Okay. Sissy, please send me a picture of him so I want to share a picture of this mix. I have my email open, so.
So Lord Baron, I'm assuming, is another dog. And he's an older dog as Lord Baron. Was he there already when Moses came in? Because Moses is like a year old. So I'm feeling like Lord Baron may have already been there.
Okay, so this is a learned behavior. This food thing. And I feel like there's some kind of training techniques that may work. I don't feel like this doesn't have to be. If it's let go for a long time, then that becomes part of his behavior instead of something, you know what I mean? It becomes more ingrained there. But I feel like there's some kind of, and again, out of my wheelhouse, Sissy, but what I'm being shown here is that there could be some techniques to use here to help, but that doesn't help it. Baron is 2, and Bella is 2, and Moses is 1.
All right. So Moses is the baby.
Okay. So, but what else? Okay, let me ask Moses of McCurtain.
He's trying to assert.
Only happens during meals. Yeah. I feel like it has something. I mean, obviously, what I'm being shown is he's very protective, and he had to be. It's almost like since very early, if he was going to get anything, he had to fight for his food. And so I feel like there is some kind of behavioral something that can be done to retrain this, because it was something that.
Yeah, no,
I adopted him at 3 weeks. Baron and Bella raised him.
Right. But it's about the mix, Sissy. Some of it is about the genetic mix, and I'm feeling the pit bull terrier part makes him a little more possessive about food. It's like it's kind of in his makeup. So when Debbie says it's something that he knew from before, I feel like he's brought it in through the breed. It's sort of a breed way they treat food or something, a little bit more. And he's trying to say, no, I need to be more protective. The other two are like, chill. And this is unnecessary. It's more about his little personality and a little bit of fear about food.
Moses was sick with parvo and almost died.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, that could also make him feel more
protective.
You know, worried about there not being a bunch of enough food because parvo starved. You know, it's horrible.
His mom and siblings were abused. He was traumatized. Yeah, he's carrying that in because I keep, even though when you said, well, I got him I look back in and he's still showing me the same thing. So I can't negate that. So yeah, there's something about what like what you were saying, Mark, that he carried it in.
It's almost not even personal to the other dogs.
Right.
It's almost just him stating his opinion.
And the card coming in regards to it is the self-worth card, which was interesting. But you can shift that. There can be awakening. There can be a shift with this. I have the awakening card and empathy and patience. So I feel like literally he can retrain with this.
Right.
That's what they were saying.
Yep.
Before. So the cards kind of back that up.
The other two dogs are working on him too. They're trying not to be super aggressive or anything, but are trying to train him. During it too, you can help Sissy just talking out loud to them and just assuring him that there's no need to worry about your food. There's always plenty. You always have enough. There's enough for all of you, you know, just that kind of thing, just to kind of reassure him. And sometimes we can reassure him just by talking to them, because even though they might not understand all the words, although they understand a lot, they do understand the feeling behind the words. So you're just reassuring him that everything's fine during mealtime. There's plenty and there's enough. He just feels he needs to say, stand back. I still get it's partly that breed in there.
Yes, I think there's a combination going on, but I do feel that they can be, and
he nearly died.
Yeah, so, and his siblings reemerged into spirit.
Oh yeah. Aaron and Moses got in the fire, broken, got hurt. Yeah. Don't get in the middle of it.
Oh boy, I'm so sorry, Sissy. That's so.
I did that once too and got the crap bit out of my hand.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it, maybe this is a case to bring someone else in.
A trainer,
somebody that can help with this behavior, because they're showing that it can be readjusted, but if it's not dealt with, then that's when it becomes more of a ingrained behavior, if that makes sense.
Are they all eating right together? I feel like they probably are, or close to one another. Collies. Yep, they're a little more. Baron and Bella don't have quite the same, they don't have the same background. They don't have the same makeup. They don't think the same way as he does. So they're a little different in that. They're trying to teach him, though, because they know you want them to. And so they're trying. He came in as a little one, and they're trying to help him fit in. They're not giving up or anything. They might be a little rough with him occasionally to try to get the point across. Another thing I kind of hear is you might, feed him a distance away from them if you're not already. Like they might, I feel like they like to eat together, but maybe they eat in the kitchen and he eats in the dining room or something like that. Just to see if that helps. He's a little worried. Oh, okay. There you go. That's what I was going to suggest. Baron is now eating outside. Moses and Bella eat together. Yep. So maybe I was just seeing that's what you did already, but that seems like that might help at least because he's worried about them getting it, even though I don't think they even think about that. It's one of those things of shut up. We don't care about your food. But he's little.
But it's something else going on there. So I do feel Bella's a peacemaker, yeah.
He's also right at this age, Sissy, when they start moving from puppy brains into more of an adult and can figure things out a little bit better. So things might clear up just because he's right. He's just a little over a year and he'll start being able to think more clearly and stuff. And it might get a little better. But I think I would have done the same thing you did, which is separate them while they're eating.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like that's the only kind of bone of contention or something. That didn't she say that's the only time?
Yeah, that's the only time.
Yeah, otherwise, it's all okay. And the two dogs are kind of like, he's so ridiculous. There's plenty of food. I don't know why he has to act so, because I feel like they're trying to tell him.
Oh my gosh. Moses weighs 70 pounds. Oh my gosh. I was not picturing that Bigfoot dog. Holy cow, Sissy.
They kind of feel like we don't deserve to be growled at because we're not doing nothing. So it's a little bit.
Oh, they're all big. Okay. Yeah. Baron 67 and Bella's 76.
Big dogs.
Holy cow, Sissy.
I think it's going to work out. He's going to probably always be a little more into food than the other two, a little more.
Yeah, because of that beginning. But
yeah,
again, they keep reminding me that this can be shifted.
Yeah.
But it will take some
they all sleep together. See, they actually are fine. It's just that little food thing.
Yeah. It's all about food.
The parvo didn't help with that either because he felt like he was starving or something during that time. You know how they just lose all their weight. Yeah. I had a puppy I rescued that had parvo. Oh, great. And, they usually don't make it. I know his siblings died. And I thought for sure Sabrina wouldn't make it, but she somehow did. But she was, a little less confident and stuff after that, too.
Aww. All right. Well, keep us posted, Sissy. Poor thing.
J Cat Lady lost her cat on April 1st. I'm so sorry. Oh, look. He let us know he wanted to go outside and he lay in the grass in the sun and died. Oh
no.
I'm so sorry, J Cat Lady. I know how hard that is, but it sounds like he had a very peaceful passing that you guys facilitated.
Wow.
Okay. Candace.
Hi, Candace. All right. Lucy, 12, female, 16 pounds. Morky. Lump on right shoulder. Liver and gallbladder enzymes elevated. Drinks lots of water. What's up?
Oh, it's a Yorkie. Lucy, 12, is a female 16-pound Yorkie, I think.
Okay. I thought I knew Yorkie, but I didn't know if it was like a mix of some sort. So
I didn't know. I thought we were talking about two animals at first, but we're just one. It
has a lump on the right shoulder and liver and gallbladder enzymes elevated, drinks lots of water. I'm assuming they checked her thyroid and all that, and a Maltese Yorkie. That's right, a Morkie. That's what I thought. Okay, so it's a mix. Yeah. Okay.
Morkie. Lucy is her name.
Yeah. Drink lots of water. Okay. Just going into that area, trying to. I'm seeing it. I can see that I've been taken inside here, Candace, and I can see it, but I'm not a doctor. I wouldn't be able to tell you what it is, but it is connected into the whole system, and I'm wondering. It's not like a, you know how some dogs get those tumors that are kind of nothing. This
That,
is. I do feel this is connected into the system.
right.
And I don't know. It's similar to, I don't know if it's a thyroid or something, but it is connected in. What are you getting? You have that face.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I feel like it's a little more like cancerous or something. I don't know if that exactly, I hate to use that word, but it feels like almost like infection or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's in the system, and I think the lump is related. It's almost like infection rather than just fat or fatty nothing.
Yeah.
It's more like stuff in there. She's drinking water to help flush it out, or it's like, she's just has that. I need to drink more water. I need to drink more water, but it's to help flush out. I also think this kind of moves slowly. This whatever it is, so it's kind of been sort of slowly moving through the systems, maybe.
Or maybe slow growing.
Yeah, that. Um,
I feel like it's that it's maybe need to take action with this.
yeah,
Yeah. Like further action. I see that I have the Nine of Swords, and then you as the Queen of Swords taking action instead of kind of being in that worry. I don't feel like this is a. I don't. She has hypothyroid, so started treating, and dose is good. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. But I do feel like there it if taking that action is good and hopeful. So whatever this is, I think it can be treated. There's hope there. If you want to go in that direction for her. Yeah, but it's not one of those things where you kind of go, I'll just watch, right? Like, not a doctor, Candace. I do feel like you follow your gut because you're with her, you know her.
right.
Okay, and she's not keeping some different types of foods down. So
She's sick. It's like sick. It's
yeah.
not like so, and I can see why you took her to the vet. Um, and I think you just need to watch her. I don't like. Well, I'm not going to say anything else. Okay.
Yeah. Hugging you, Candace, and I know they took some blood work. I don't know if they've checked it all, or
She's going to
I
get
will
it.
have an MRI. Okay.
I'm going to send her some energy work, even if we move on right now, because she's
Okay.
asking
Yeah.
and wants to do a little bit of energy work. So I'll just do that while we're going on.
Good. Okay. That's a good call, Candace. Do the MRI. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can go on to the next question if you want to, Debbie.
Okay.
Pinpoint white light, though, he's hitting those areas, and also he's working on that lump. But just so you know, that's what energetically he's doing.
Mm-hmm. I just saw it. I saw it hit. So that's good. Okay. Hugging you, Candace. All right, Carol. Hello. I have a stray cat that seems to have chosen me to be her new owner, and I was wondering why. Could it be she is here to help my diabetic dog Charlie? Oh, Charlie. I like Charlie. Oh, what a sweet dog. Okay, let's see. Stray cat. So you haven't given her a name at all? Oh. Even if she um, does she stand at your door and look in? How's this working, Carol? Because I see her standing and looking in, and she is pushing her energy in, so that's curious to me. She may be helping. How we give helping hands to people or pray for one another. It's kind of their way of doing it. So I don't know if she's connecting into Charlie or obviously this is what I'm being shown, so I have to share it. No matter, I don't have to understand it. I just have to share it, right, Mark?
Yeah.
And 100% when I'm reading animals, because I really don't understand any of it. But so I do see her throwing energy in at him, just like what it would look like if we were praying for someone and sending energy to them. So I do feel like she is doing that. I would feed her. How sweet is that?
Her name is Pretty Girl.
Oh, pretty girl. Yay. Okay.
She did for the longest time until I took her in. She did what? I missed that, what you said she did, but was she outside just looking for food and eating out there? And then she, okay. Well, number one, she's attracted to your energy, Carol. That's what first attracted her.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like because you have a welcoming, like more positive energy, and that was attractive. But she also then became aware of the dog, and she's trying to show how she would be a good addition to the family. And she's like, and I can help Charlie with my healing abilities, but also you. She wants to bring in that. She kept looking in. Oh, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was seeing.
She wants to be in. She wants to be in the house, family, and she's trying to show you that she has, things to offer in exchange. It's like you take me in and feed me, love me, and then I give you my gifts of healing and centering and balancing, I think.
Interesting, because
she lost her cat.
Last year. And so I was checking in to see if this was a familiar.
Yeah.
And I do feel that familiar sense to them, like coming home.
Right.
I'm coming home. And so almost like coming back to you. So I'm wondering if I feel like did you lose a male cat? She is the most loving girl.
She lost her kitties close together.
Mm-hmm. Woo.
Yeah, but that also makes sense of how it was your energy that pulled her in, kind of.
Yeah, that makes sense so much. Yep.
Because she's coming to you.
Right. Coming
Go,
back to
oh,
you.
there's a dog or something.
Coming home.
Or I know the dog, or I can help. It's kind of like it's better with me there, sort of, and wanting to convince you that the cat energy is a good one to have there. And I don't know, you may have known this cat before.
They were both females. Okay, Carol, what were their names? Okay. Okay.
She's so familiar with your energy, though, that I feel like she has known you before.
Yeah, that's for sure. I just wanted to connect to
Yeah.
which one possibly was coming home back to you, Princess and Coley. So Coley is since Coley coming in, I got a C name, and so, and I wasn't quite able to grasp it, and now it makes sense because it's not a name that I've ever heard before, but it was a C name. And so Carol, I don't know if it would make sense if you sense that any part of Coley energy in Pretty Girl.
Yeah.
Because I do sense, and I'm getting all the yeses on that. So.
Yep, and also
Coley was the last to pass. Coley didn't want to leave.
And she's also saying, take a closer look and you'll know who I am. So just watch this little new kitty, and I think she's going to start reminding you some way of one of those cats. And I'm going to go along with Debbie, with Coley, because she got the letter and stuff. But I feel like
thanks, Mark.
She's going to, yeah, I always go along with you, but I'm just saying, I'm a big Coley too, even though I didn't personally hear it. But I think she's going to show you in some way that you're going to recognize if you just look closely. But then I drew this other card and then it disappeared, but it was the prosperity dancing card.
Oh.
And it's like, I did it. I'm back.
I'm home. I did it.
Yeah, it's like this, yeehaw, time for the dance of joy. But then I somehow stuck it in here and I lost it. But anyway, I'm going to tell you I drew it anyway, even though there's no proof. But like feeling accomplished. There was a card of feeling accomplished and that this is what I wanted to do. So Coley probably already knew Charlie. Is this right?
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, that even makes it more interesting, doesn't it? All right. Well, that
really sense that too. That is it here to help with Charlie? Even that comes to your mind and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like she knew Charlie already, and that would be a good way to get me in the house. If I can tell her I can help Charlie, it's sort of this kind of put that in your mind kind of a thing. Anyway.
Carol, yeah. So that really makes sense to some more of this.
Yeah.
Well, blessings to you. Coley is home. Okay, so I have some pictures here, and so here's Prince Moses.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Hi, Moses.
Hi, Moses. So sweet. Here is.
He looks so much like Border Collie.
Here's more of Moses.
Oh, hi, honey. You're so cute.
Oh,
got a balloon?
Oh, so precious. It looks like a ball, big ball.
Oh, it's a big ball.
Here is Lady Bella. Yes, gorgeous Lady Bella.
Oh, look, so collie, it's a collie dog. I know she says a collie something, a little smaller collie. How cute. The
Russian
other,
long hair. I just
the
imagined.
other one probably looks like
And
her.
yeah, and here's Lord Baron.
Oh, looks like Lassie, but black. Oh,
And
how
I
cute.
think longer hair, right? Than Lassie. Did Lassie have that amount of hair?
Well, yeah, he had pretty long hair, but he
Oh,
was more blondish color. Didn't have any of that black.
okay.
But I can see that, boy, is he ever confident.
Oh my goodness, right? Yeah, and there's poor Prince Moses. Not, but you can see um, he's had a different beginning.
Yep. They've taken him on, though, as their charge, and they like him. He's, I do hear he's a little bit of a problem child, but we'll fix him. He's sort of this, they're in it, you know. They like him. You said
Yeah.
they sleep together and everything.
Oh, they're proud of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How cute those three doggies.
Yeah.
And
Thank
then I
you for
saw
coming.
a comment on there about the little Yorkie feeding her chicken and rice, and that's probably a good idea.
Ooh, good idea.
This
Mhm.
one. And you
The
said
Morkie,
that
Candace's Morkie.
digest, and it's a little easier on whatever's going on in there.
Okay, Denise. Mark, have you experienced with animals during or after ketamine anesthesia? I've observed relentless dark hallucinations. I'm a 25-year plus animal communicator and medical intuitive. Well, ketamine is what killed me in my surgery, made me stop breathing. Number one. Number two, ketamine is a dissociative medication. And so I can see how that could create what you're talking about, that dissociative thing. But she's asking you, Mark. I
Yeah.
just
Well,
throw my 2 cents in.
because
Oh,
just
I'll look for the part 2.
yeah, just for me, could you please also send me a question? Trying to escape the dark.
I don't see part 2. I'm so sorry it wasn't starred. I must have missed it. I can be challenged up here.
Bella and Baron look like purebred, sissy. I can see that. They're beautiful. Okay.
Okay.
All the years at the zoo, let me just say this. I didn't usually like to go to the health center unless I had to, Now I would go up there if an animal was passing or cross up and do something like that. But a lot of times I didn't really like to be there for surgeries and things because I just didn't like seeing the animals unconscious, and I don't know, it's just not my thing.
Hyperactivity while hallucinating, self-injuring while trying to escape the dark energy. That's why I suggest CLIE.
So you're suggesting a different kind of
a different type of anesthesia type stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm obviously not a fan of ketamine. And the dissociative thing is a deal. It really is, as far as in humans and the dissociative episodes that happen with it.
Yeah.
So.
And I do agree with that. Teach animals spiritual protection before surgery. Because I always did that personally myself. I'd call in the guides and angels and their guides and angels.
I just heard, Mark, that to ask Pan about this.
Well,
and what he's seen in regards to these portals or what's happening here.
It's completely disorienting. It's they don't. Well, people can't either, but it's really hard to digest it, have it in the system, get rid of it. It really just throws them out of whack. They're out of it. So even when they're come to, they're still out of it. They're still in this foggy, not quite their energy. Now, I don't know so much about dark forces because I don't really usually look at
Right.
that. But the medicine and what he's saying is, now he's trying to give me a big word that I don't know. Antithetical. It doesn't go with their bodies. It does what it's supposed to do, but it takes a toll. And many animals don't make it through anesthesia of any kind. Because it's even harder on them than it is on people. Of course, people don't make it through either. So it's one of those things that's for sure not perfected. It's almost like, it sounds weird, but he's saying like it's almost like being poisoned and then right before you go, taking it. It's weird, but it creates a detrimental. So by that I can see what you're saying about into the dark world. It takes you
to the in between,
right.
and so it takes them a little bit longer to really come back 100% into their body.
Right.
And so that's kind of what you're seeing play out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm not sure if ketamine, I think they should, I personally think they need to throw ketamine away, but I guess they use it for therapies and it's working for that, but not for me.
I used it quite a bit at the zoo, but I had too many animals not make it back from the surgery, which was supposed to be simple and easy. Nothing was supposed to happen. And then, they died really from the anesthesia, basically, is what you're telling me. Because they didn't really have anything, and that happened a lot. So, me, I'm not the best with all that. I don't like it. I don't like anesthesia. I don't like euthanasia. I just don't like it because the animals don't process it the same way. They don't. So during that, it's just, they're unbalanced. They can't ground. It's like kind of spinning in dark.
Okay. Atha,
Volt.
or is that, am I saying it right?
Atha.
Atha. Antithetical, I think, is what you wanted to use.
Oh.
And it's anti-usable.
That,
it will not do what it won't do what you're wanting it to do.
Yeah, I think so. The eighth vote. Thank you. Because I'm going, I don't know that word. Why are you making me say it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's Atha because it's the same as my last name. And
I know. And I always call you.
She told me she pronounced it the same way I do. Because most people say Atha. That's the only reason.
Atha. Okay.
They do give them a drug to bring them back. But you probably know that better than me. They give you something. Same thing with people. They give you something to bring you out, to wake you back up. But I don't know.
Okay. And I know we had a lot of questions today, and so we're so grateful for your attention to the animal family, and we're sorry if we didn't get to your question, but Mark Asa, Spirit Whisperer, he's back on Saturday to answer questions. Please, please get there early. Get your question in.
Is it?
And
I'll answer any question, but also animal questions.
Any question, but also animal questions.
Today
and then we're back on Monday next week on his channel. Yep. And get there early, get your question in, and we'll get you on the list there. Okay. I'm so sorry, light worker. I know. I want you to look for signs for her. Okay.
Right. And I need her name too. in order to get very clear on it.
Yeah. But I want you to, the love there and that connection between you two is kind of, it's pretty strong. And so I'm aware that if she hasn't already, give her some time. She will be visiting you 100%. She's showing me kind of batting something around. I don't know if you have little things, but keep one out. Keep one of her little toys out and see if it moves. Okay. She's showing me that. So put that out and then do that. Okay. Light worker. And I apologize. We didn't get to your question fully, but that's what I'm getting really quickly here for you.
Boy, did he ever add to his karma. I'll say that about your ex. That's some
That is just, I'm so sorry.
karma on your soul.
So sorry about that. But that cat she loves you.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay.
Yeah.
Janie, hello. We got to your question, and this is the last question of the day. So thank you for hanging out.
Hi, Janie.
Are you guys able to talk and heal pets? Yes. A feral cat who has been living with us for 4 years has an abscess on her paw. I need to coax her into the carrier and take her to the vet. Any ideas?
Well, I'm getting to do energy.
Yeah, I just already started. So Janie, we're gonna go ahead and I want you to do this too, Janie. Where you can either close your eyes or you don't have to, but just see white light of heal and just say white light of healing going right to that spot on her paw.
Also, just energetically.
I was just going to say, and I just stepped in. I'm like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
So we have some trauma here as well.
Yeah, and we're pulling some of that out.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when they do this kind of thing through me, my hands start going nuts. Mm-hmm. But it's because he's using it to pull it through the auric field. So it kind of clearing it out of the auric field, so then it clears out of the physical body. This can be remedied. The energy work is to try to open it so it'll drain, is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
I don't think it's, it can be just open and drained and it'll heal itself. It's not super horrible. I mean, I know it hurts and stuff, but it feels like something got in it. It's more like a splinter, a sticker, something that abscessed. So it feels like.
Yeah, I'm seeing one of those stickers that when you try to pull out, it won't come this way. You know what I mean? One of those little white.
Or, yeah.
It almost looks like wheat. It almost looks like wheat, but it's
It's those foxtails.
Yeah. Okay. Little tiny. Yeah.
That's what that is. But it's something like that. I do feel like
that.
A foreign material that got in there. It's got infected. It needs to open and drain. Now we might be able to do that energetically.
Okay.
That's what Pan's saying.
All right, let's do it.
Now, that might mean that overnight it opens too, or just later today. And if she had her choice, she would rather it be energetically opened. I hear you, little missy. Than going to the vet. She don't really have a lot of love for that. Little Jenny. Yes, I see your little foot. Like she's very cute. It's like holding it up for me, for us to treat it. Like give me a little humble face and like fix my boo-boo.
I feel like Pan has called in his team of elementals here to do surgery on it themselves. So I do feel like it will be done.
Open, yeah. A little open and draining. Yeah. It's ready to open too.
Mm-hmm.
It feels
Mm-hmm.
like it wants to open. So, yeah, that's good. She's really taking it well. She's very cute. I love when they show me that's usually when I get visuals. Just sitting there and letting Pan's energy work on her. She's very, very cute about it.
And Janie, she wants you to understand that pain puts her in a more feral mindset, and so she doesn't mean anything by it. It's just that pain automatically does that.
Yeah. And the idea of the crate she don't like. And that's probably because she got caught when she was feral. And oh no, that was like really wonderful fun. So as soon as you go to that, she's going, oh no.
Look at Alaska with your energy.
What is she?
Well, she was looking right at you for a second. Now she's yeah, she's like, whoa. She was looking right at you.
That feels good though. I do feel like we pulled a lot of stuff out from the auric field.
Mm-hmm.
And that will help it heal fast or get to the healing faster. All right.
Hi, Alaska. We see you. We see you, Alaska, pretty girl.
Yeah, this is Mike there. So they're both waking up. This one behind me's coughing too. She goes, okay, we're waking. Are you about done?
We feel like the time is done.
With our 90-minute things. They're so cute.
Blessings to you, Janie. Keep on sending that white light. You can do it. You are a powerful being. You got this.
Yep. I saw that we missed a bunch of questions today, and I'm sorry about that. I'm glad you guys heard of us and came here because a lot of you are new to me. Be sure to come over to my channel too.
Go on over.
Subscribe
in there. We love you, and we will continue this. Yep. Even if it was just me and Mark up here, we would just be figuring out other animals to read or whatever. We want to keep this energy up and going for our animal family out there. So blessings to you, and thank you for all you do personally in loving our animal family. Okay. And we'll see you all next time. Yep. Blessings.
She's probably going to lick it clean, Janie.
She's going to be licking it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if you'll have to do much about it. Yeah.
Let her lick it. She's got it. All right. Blessings. Mark, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yep. Thanks, guys. I love you all. Love you, Debbie.
I love you too, Mark.
Yeah. See you guys.